Welcome to Dialogue this week. In this corner, we invite guests from in and out of Korea to talk about a wide variety of issues ranging from culture and sports to the latest trends around the world. Today, we're going to talk about kimchi, Korea's representative traditional fermented food. Every November 22nd marks National Kimchi Day here in South Korea, and the day was designated as Kimchi Day by the Kimchi Industry Promotion Act to promote the nutritional excellence of kimchi. The numbers that make up the date are 11 and 22, which signify that each one of the ingredients in kimchi, such as cabbage, garlic, and red pepper, combine to give 22 benefits when consumed. In light of the day, a special event has been held in Central Seoul, where foreign ambassadors to Korea and their wives have been invited to make kimchi together and deliver the kimchi to childcare and nursing centers. For more on this event and Kimchi Day, we are joined by Konal Teymurova, spouse of Azerbaijan ambassador to the Republic of Korea, who attended the event via Skype. Good morning, Mrs. Teymurova. Great to have you on our show.
Good morning, Korea. Good morning, Arirang.
And also to give us a closer look at the benefits and the growth of kimchi in the global market, we have Michael Chun, Manager of Global Business Development at the KIT Corporation that has just launched PICKYWICKY, a global canned kimchi brand. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now first, let's start with a little bit of background on kimchi itself. Michael, how do you see kimchi's place as part of Korean cultural identity?
Well, they say that no Korean meal is complete without a dish of kimchi, and I believe that statement could not be more true. Historically in Korea, it was really hard to make fresh vegetables during the winter. However, when GIMJANG, which is kimchi making, first appeared, it became a community event that gathered people together to eat kimchi, share it, and spend time together. For that reason, it was registered as a national heritage item, and kimchi making was inscribed in UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2013.
Well, Michael, like I've just touched upon a while ago, November 22, which falls next Monday, is Kimchi Day. We usually see many people make kimchi at this time of the year. Is there a specific reason why kimchi is made when, the temperature drops for winter season?
Well, yes, there's two main reasons. In the past, there were no refrigerators. However, if you made it during the winter, the cold weather will preserve its crunchy texture and strong sweetness so that you can eat it deliciously for a long time. Furthermore, Kimchi Day is in the winter because kimchi is rich in probiotics, and when it is fermented in low temperatures, it is able to preserve a higher content of proteins, lipids, and organic acids.
So it's basically because of preservation issues. Now let's turn to Mrs. Teymurova. You attended the kimchi making event last weekend. Can you tell us a bit about the experience?
Since I have been in Korea, I try to learn because this is the special national asset of Korean people and in general all the Korea. That makes it like even say kimchi when taking photos. So this event especially was for me very different because of the venue location where it was held, especially in Gyeongbok Palace, that took us to centuries back, surrounded by the buildings there and all the people, the joy and then that love they share with each other and they making kimchi. And I would like to highlight here that with Azerbaijan and kimchi, there is special affiliation or maybe some attachment after that. As Mr. Michael also mentioned, kimchi made to the UNESCO's heritage list in 2013, which especially was held in Azerbaijani capital Baku. So that's another thing that makes us closer to kimchi and make these events special, memorable for me.
Wow, making kimchi at the Gyeongbok Palace, it must have been really fun. Since you tried making kimchi yourself, what do you think it was about GIMJANG that shows Korean heritage? Like, what was most impressive for you?
First of all, I have to mention the hygiene of all the uniform that everybody cares, because even though despite the fact that they don't make it for themselves only, so they share it with less privileged people also. they still take care of each element of each step making kimchi and layering each leaves. Don't miss anything. And that is the solidarity, that is the unity of the people, and that's as it is said, sharing is caring. That I think makes kimchi making, GIMJANG, very special.
Yes, it must have, the people who received the kimchi must have been really happy and, impressed by your thoughtfulness. But now to Michael. Hallyu, the Korean wave phenomenon, has made many Korean things popular around the world. But even then, some may say kimchi is an acquired taste. How do you think the perception of kimchi changed overseas?
Well, like you mentioned, Korean pop culture is at an all-time high demand, with TV series like Netflix's Squid Games, Oscar-winning films like Parasite, and K-pop stars BTS and Blackpink becoming global top stars. Korean entertainment is no longer seen as just exotic new entertainment from Eastern culture, but now it is mainstream entertainment that's watched globally. Similarly, people used to be curious about what K-food was. Now, however, they're eager to try and experience Korean food themselves. Kimchi, being one of the main Korean food items, has seen a strong rise in popularity and interest abroad. It's also interesting to note that kimchi historically was very difficult for foreigners to enjoy because it is difficult to cook and store, and foreigners don't really know how to eat it. But despite these difficulties, there's a lot of content and media explaining how to make it and enjoy kimchi, which has also really helped kimchi rise in popularity.
Well, I have heard that PICKYWICKY just had a grand global opening where it launched its canned kimchi. I must ask, why did you choose kimchi out of all other Korean representative foods?
Right. So our company is a media company that has spent years making content introducing Korean food to global audience members. And we found kimchi to be one of the 3 most popular Korean food items amongst foreigners. For kimchi, even though there was a strong rise in popularity recently, there's still a strong mystery surrounding what kimchi really is, how to eat it, what to eat it with, and how to make it. As Korea's most popular representative item, we wanted to create kimchi that foreigners specifically would be able to enjoy, and then create a lot of fun content that really helps connect kimchi to global audience members.
So it's not just about food. It's also about connecting with the global audiences. Now, let's turn to Mrs. Taymurova. As kimchi becomes more widely known and more accessible, would you be willing to take some kimchi back to Azerbaijan? And do you think it pairs well with your cuisine?
Actually, since we have been living in Korea, some Azerbaijani friends, they asked us to take kimchi for them, not for only ourselves, but for our friends. We have been taking already. And I believe that we will really try to make it even in Azerbaijan, because even my kids, they are in love with kimchi. So my son currently, one of them left for his undergrad studies, and he calls me that, Mom, I miss Korean food, I miss kimchi, even though he has access to some Korean food restaurants abroad. But the special taste and the atmosphere we have here, I think that it will be missed a lot when we leave Korea, and we will definitely take kimchi with us.
Wow, I'm surprised, that many people love the taste of, the spiciness of kimchi. But in Azerbaijan, is there a comparable dish to Korean kimchi, or the, Azerbaijan equivalent of kimchi there?
I have to mention that, like, when I was reading about kimchi, I saw that kimchi first was made without the spice, without the red pepper. And in Azerbaijan, we are making pickle from cabbage and carrots without any spice. So people can add little bit touch of little tangled spice in it, but it is from the regular cabbage, not exactly the cabbage that is kimchi is made. And this pickle can be equivalent because we also start making it in autumn. This is the season for us to make kimchi, and we only difference maybe we eat kimchi, that other kimchi, Azerbaijani pickle, during winter season, not in summer. I think, yeah, that this is the similar part, kimchi and Azerbaijani pickle, that is connecting us in memories, that it's Azerbaijani kimchi we call now.
Wow, Azerbaijani pickle. I really want to take a taste it. I'm curious about it now. Well, kimchi. Speaking of kimchi and its popularity, I want to stress about kimchi's healthiness. Kimchi has been dubbed the Korean superfood, and we generally know that it's good for our health. But Michael, can you remind us what are some health benefits of kimchi?
Well, famous Hollywood actress Gwyneth Paltrow actually became a hot topic when she said she overcame Corona-19 with kimchi. Kimchi is known to be high on probiotics and lactic acid bacteria and anti-cancer substances. Therefore, it's really good for the immune system and preventing cancer. In addition, there are a lot of studies showing that it contains the various vitamins and fibers and is good for skin health, anti-aging, and prevention of tooth decay.
Okay, that's definitely an answer. What is unique about PICKYWICKY's kimchi then? In the process of turning the fermented cabbage into a canned food, what elements of kimchi have been preserved in the process?
Right, so some of the most common barriers preventing foreigners from buying kimchi is its smell, storage, and convenience. PICKYWICKY kimchi was developed so that foreigners can enjoy kimchi more conveniently in their everyday lives. It is finely chopped so that it is easy for cooking. It was also made into one single canned portion so that it can all be eaten at once or mixed together with other food items. And we adjusted the taste so that it pairs really well with local food and items so that you can make food items such as kimchi tacos, kimchi pizza, kimchi burgers. The basic ingredients are the same as kimchi. However, in PICKYWICKY kimchi, we took out the garlic and the salted fish, and while adding in other ingredients so that the vegans can also enjoy it without any discomfort. We believe we can make kimchi even more popular amongst global audience members, and everyone should be able to enjoy it and like it even more.
Well, this canned kimchi, I'm also curious about taking it, but you said your purpose is to reach the global audience. Do you have any specific, target in mind?
We're targeting young, trendy, the millennials, the Gen Zs, explaining how to eat kimchi. We're creating a lot of content and doing a lot of partnerships with influencers and celebrities who've tried kimchi before and really back it and really enjoy it so that we can make kimchi just as popular as BTS or Blackpink or any of the, the Netflix Squid Games or dramas out there.
All right. We certainly hope that day would come. Now, this certainly was a very healthy and interesting discussion, but I'm afraid we will have to wrap up at this point. Thank you so much, Mrs. Taymurova and Michael. We appreciate your time and contribution.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.